Well, with only 9 days to go before the Republican National Convention officially takes over downtown Tampa, most of us are ready to deal with a number of disruptions from road closures to protesters. But the biggest concern of local police and prosecutors will be handling what could be hundreds or even thousands of arrests stemming from the RNC. So back with us this morning to explain how the RNC court system will work during convention week is our legal analyst and prosecutor Felix Vega. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Kristen.
Thank you for being with us this morning.
Absolutely.
Now, despite all of our media coverage of how basic city and county services will be affected during the RNC, we haven't heard so much about how the court system will operate. We know it's really important. So explain how things are drastically going to change that week.
There's going to be a lot of big changes coming in the week of the RNC, mostly because the court system, as we know it downtown, is going to be completely shut down. We have a couple of things we want to show you. First off, we know the county center has been boarded up. We also know that the state attorney's office, the court system, I actually shot this picture outside of my office the other day on Thursday when I was leaving work. This is what it looks like in downtown right now. It's only going to get worse. We want to move now to our next graphic. We can show you how the court system is actually going to work during RNC week. All court operations are going to go out to Falkenberg Road Jail. The first appearance dockets are going to be at 8 a.m., but that's for the general arrests that are going to be made in the county overnight into the next day. We're actually having two special RNC dockets at 2 o'clock and 8 o'clock every day, handling nothing but RNC arrests, and possibly even a midnight docket as well. For court operations, Plant City is your place to go to, and also for juvenile court, all those are going to be done at the West Detention Center facility on MLK.
So then what should people do ahead of time to just avoid problems later?
Well, it's the small things that people don't think about, because when the traffic court actually moved into our office downtown a couple of weeks ago, and so people have been flooding in there, paying fines, paying traffic tickets and everything. But here's a few helpful hints that you need to know about. You want to pay your fines and your tickets this week to avoid any sort of driver's license suspensions that you may have, issues you may have with your driver's license in general. There's no traffic court going to be going on. And also for domestic violence cases, we want to make sure that they are protected as well, and they can go to Plant City to get DV injunctions, because we got to remember, with 50,000 people downtown and the focus on the RNC, we've got 1.2 million people in the county that still need to be taken care of by the court system, and we're trying to make sure that that goes on without a hitch as well.
Because we know even when things are just normal, some of those processes are difficult.
And people forget we have court 365 days a year, and so we're trying to normalize that as much as possible in that 1 week.
Real quick, we talked a lot about road closures, but some people are, still confused about how exactly to get around, specifically if they need to get to court and stuff like that. So what do people need to know?
Big thing is there's a 6.1 mile stretch of the Crosstown Expressway that's going to be closed between Willow Avenue and Hyde Park, all the way out to 50th Street in the eastern side of the county. And you can see these are some of the downtown road closures that are going to be going on. So you cannot get anywhere near downtown or the convention center or the forum. What you need to do if you're going to go to court out at Falkenberg or go to Plant City, you need to plan for going up and around downtown. Go to 275 and I-4 if you're coming from the west. From the south and east, you're going to want to hit I-75 and 301 to the Crosstown. Also remember, if you're coming out 41 to 22nd Street, that's going to be closed as well, because the Crosstown shut down in that vicinity. So a lot of big changes coming forward.
Helpful hints. Thank you so much, Felix.